Chevrolet's compact SUV has been redesigned for 2025, giving the Equinox a bold, rugged appearance that now resembles a smaller version of the Traverse. Even though the Bowtie brand has refreshed every other SUV in its lineup and introduced the new Equinox EV, the trusty old Equinox has remained Chevy's best-selling vehicle, aside from its pickup trucks. But even top performers need a refresh eventually, and for 2025, the Equinox finally gets a significant makeover that aligns with its high-volume status. The revamped two-row Equinox looks like a shrunken version of the Chevy Traverse, with a stout, rugged appearance and a Silverado-inspired front end that gives it a bolder presence on the street. The new Equinox also features more squared-off wheel openings, contributing to its rugged look, and now offers the option for a contrasting roof color. Each of the three trim levels gets its own distinct grille design. The base LT Sports Chrome, the RS goes for gloss black, and the Active trim embraces the off-road aesthetic with dark chrome and 17-inch wheels wrapped in all-terrain tires. Depending on the trim, buyers can also choose larger 19 or 20-inch wheels. While the exterior dimensions remain largely the same, the 2025 model is 2.5 inches wider, providing more elbow room inside the cabin. The flat rear floor is friendly for adult passengers, and the cargo space remains essentially unchanged at 30 cubic feet behind the seats and 64 cubic feet with the rear seats folded. This is slightly more than the Equinox EV offers, though still not class-leading. Interior materials have seen an upgrade with fewer hard, grainy plastics in direct view, replaced by more refined finishes like chrome, piano black, and textured accents that adorn the dashboard, vents, and door panels. The higher trims offer faux leather upholstery that feels upscale enough, with the RS featuring red contrast stitching and the Active sporting microfiber seat inserts. The Equinox's dashboard design mirrors that of the larger Traverse and Chevy's electric vehicles, which is not a bad thing. The centerpiece of the cabin is an 11.0-inch configurable digital instrument display paired with an adjacent 11.3-inch touchscreen running General Motors' Google-based infotainment system. Standard wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay come included, and the interface is crisp and user-friendly, though bearing the headlight controls within the screen is less than ideal. The abundance of gloss black trim quickly attracts dust and fingerprints, but the climate controls still feature physical buttons and knobs, which is a welcome touch. The center console benefits from moving the gear selector to the steering column, opening up more space for storage cubbies, including an available wireless charging dock. The driving experience hasn't changed dramatically, with the 2025 Equinox powered by a 175 horsepower, turbocharged 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine. The previous 6-speed automatic transmission is gone, replaced by a more responsive continuously variable automatic CVT with 7-step gears. Front-wheel drive remains standard across all trims, while all-wheel drive is a $2,000 option that includes an 8-speed torque-wheel converter, automatic, and increases the engine's torque from 184 to 203 pound-feet. Both configurations perform well. The front-wheel drive model has minimal engine drone and feels easier to maneuver around town, while the AWD version, like the RS model tested, feels a bit more stable on the road. However, the 8-speed transmission tends to rush into the highest gear, making it hunt for a lower one when more power is needed from the modest 4-cylinder engine. Acceleration is adequate, though not particularly quick. In testing, the AWD RS model reached 60 miles per hour in 8.6 seconds and completed the quarter mile in 16.6 seconds at 84 miles per hour, both slightly slower than the 2023 AWD RS model. While the 1.5-liter engine makes a decent noise under full throttle, sound insulation appears to be one area where Chevy trimmed costs. The cabin registered 80 decibels at full throttle and 70 decibels during a 70-amp cruise, both noisier than the previous version. The 2025 model also needed an additional 18 feet to stop from 70 miles per hour, totaling 177 feet, and showed slightly less grip on the skid pad at 0.81 G, down from 0.82 grams. Another downside is that EPA-rated fuel economy has dropped by 1 to 2 miles per gallon compared to the previous model, though real-world testing is still needed to confirm this. For those considering the Equinox EV, it's worth noting that even the slowest EV model will outperform the gas version in a drag race. However, the gas-powered Equinox offers a much longer range, exceeding 400 miles on a full tank, while the EV tops out at 319 miles. Handling is smooth and predictable, though turning the Equinox's chunky steering wheel requires more effort at lower speeds than before. The overall chassis tuning and driving dynamics remain largely unchanged, offering a competent, stable, and comfortable ride. Most buyers will likely appreciate the new Equinox's refined feel and solid structure rather than be disappointed by its lack of sportiness. However, the Activ trim's off-road inspired styling may lead some shoppers to overestimate its capabilities, as it lacks a lifted suspension and underbody protection. AWD models do include an off-road drive mode, but it's best suited for light-duty terrain like muddy dirt roads. As before, value remains one of the Equinox's strongest selling points. The 2025 model starts at $31,080 for the LT trim, with the RS and ACTIV price at $35,480. All trims come standard with a heated steering wheel, heated front seats, and most of GM's active safety technology. Optional features include ventilated front seats, heated rear outboard seats, a digital rear view camera mirror, traffic sign recognition, and a 360-degree camera system. Notably absent is GM's Super Cruise feature, though its inclusion could be a possibility in a mid-cycle update. Fully optioned, the higher trims can exceed $40,000, which may seem steep given the Equinox's somewhat underwhelming driving performance. However, this price remains lower than that of a comparable EV version. While a hybrid model with more power would make the Equinox an even stronger contender in the compact SUV segment, the latest updates are sure to keep it a key player in Chevy's lineup for the foreseeable future. With its improved design, enhanced features, and continued value, the 2025 Equinox is positioned to remain a solid choice for buyers in this competitive segment.